My name is Charmaine Jackman, and I am a psychologist whose social justice mission is to increase access to quality, culturally competent mental health care for marginalized communities, particularly communities of color. I am so excited to be hosting our last panel discussion for this inaugural season of the Social Justice and Mental Health Discussion Series. As you may know, June is Pride Month, and I selected this topic because I wanted to highlight the social justice and mental health experiences of the LGBTQ+ community. The data shows us that LGBTQ+ youth and adults are 2 times more likely to have a mental health condition and 2 to 3 times more likely to attempt suicide. So the focus of tonight's discussion, with the help of our wonderful panelists, is to use clinical cases involving LGBTQ+ individuals to think about our clinical and professional practice through a social justice lens.
If a flower doesn't bloom, you fix the environment and not the flower itself.
I look at how the impact of communities affects them and lack of resources, and how does public policies may not give them access to care.
When I think about social justice, it's an ability to give everyone enough to look at it from a perspective of human rights and equality.
I recognize that, like a lot of us, I'm sure that our personal identities very much fuels the work that we do.
So I think the most challenging piece is that my client really wanted to keep her family connection, keep her cultural roots, and at a certain point we realized that the rejection that she's facing in her family is really contributing to her depression. I guess what I've learned from this case is that even when the client and clinician have the same agenda, and that was to maintain this relationship with their family somehow, sometimes that's not the most healing piece. And sometimes we have to redefine what family means.
How did you set limits around the derogatory language in your session?
So the work we did was that, we talked a lot about making sure that within the context of our work together, that there would be no name calling, no derogatory names used. And when that happened, that the person who felt that the words were hurtful would just say ouch. So we went to a place of no shame, no blame, and no criticism in terms of how we were going to work through this process.
Being aware of our blind side and being culturally sensitive, and knowing thyself as a counselor and as a therapist.
Try to be very, very deliberate about the moment in which I decide to self-disclose. Because Charmaine brings up a great point that oftentimes it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing this for? Is it for yourself? Is it for the person? Is it driving it forward?
I think social activism can give people back their self-power and agency.
I would also emphasize that with this work, there's a lot of your own work and your own wellness that you need to preserve and maintain. And I can't speak for it personally, but individual therapy has helped. Obviously supervision, also having peer supervisors or cohorts, and finding a support system that you think is very valuable.
One of the things that keeps coming up is this intersectionality, that we are so multi-layered people, and so taking one aspect of our identity does not define us. There's a lot of conversation about religion and identity, particularly around sexual identity, and how that can sometimes be harmful.
I'm truly happy with the overwhelmingly positive responses that therapists have shared about their experience of this series. And I can't wait to start planning season 2, which will launch in the fall of 2018.